Hi. I have not turned this camera on in days. And it's Tuesday, late in the afternoon. So I thought I would come and show y'all what I want to read for the rest of May. Talk about books that I finished this week already. And what I'm currently reading, and then I have some book mail. I figured I could do all of that while I'm waiting for my food to come. And then I need to record a video. So, welcome to the vlog. It felt good not recording. It did. I guess I needed the break. I guess I needed the space to, you know, rejuvenate a little bit. So yeah, let's get into it. First, we'll do my TBR for the rest of the month. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 more books that I want to read. I know I'll read all of them. I have audiobooks for all of them. So I'll be able to toggle, well, except for one. I'll be able to toggle between physical and audio. I probably won't be doing that. All for the exception of one, I will be listening and reading. So what I'm currently reading, I'm finally trying to finish Bibliotherapy in the Bronx. Nonfiction just takes me a little while longer. I am thoroughly enjoying it. It's super well written. The information is really good. So bibliotherapy is the use of, let me get the actual definition of it for you so that I'm not just making stuff up. But it's the use of literature to help people heal. And I didn't realize that bibliotherapy, one, is not a new concept. It has been around for years, and by years I mean it dates back to World War I, maybe even a little before that. So like, that's super fascinating to me because I think about how literature affects me, and I think when we think about literature from the past, we, especially as Black people, I think when I'm taught about reading, or when we talk about reading in the Black community, it's always from the perspective of, oh, well, our ancestors weren't able to do this, so we have to take advantage of it. And I'm just learning so much about how Black people have paved the way for us to use bibliotherapy and libraries and just all of this stuff. I think if you are an avid reader, you should look into this. I think if you're a therapist, you should look into this book. It comes out next week, April 29th. She will be a guest on my podcast, The League of Extraordinary Readers. Emily Rumble is phenomenal. I'm super proud of my friend. I am about 30% of the way in. I have to finish this by Thursday because that's when we record the pod. So I will be talking about this to y'all, finishing this sooner than later. Now, what I want to read this week, the 3 books that I want to read this week. I want to read Jazz. The audiobook is only 3 hours. So, oh, Gunner, you shaking the table, Shug. You all right? All right. Okay, Jazz. Audiobook is 3 hours. This is next up on my tour through Toni Morrison's work. Very much looking forward to this. I was talking about it with Sarah, and she said she's excited for me to read this one, so I'm excited too. And like I said, the audiobook is 3 hours. So, this will probably take me like a day or two. Then we have what I want to read today, Harriet Tubman live in concert. This is by Bob the Drag Queen. I was gifted this. Baby, if you let somebody give you a bath, you wouldn't itch that bad. I sound like a black mama. Very much looking forward to this. I've heard a lot of great things about it. I got the audiobook. I wonder, I didn't even pay attention to who reads the audiobook. Oh, Bob the Drag Queen, he reads it. This is going to be very good. So I'm actually going to try to start this today after I record and edit, and probably read this tonight. Then this one, In Open Contempt, this is a nonfiction. It is about art. This is by Irvin Weathersby Jr. I don't know where I got Crosby from, but okay. I'm going to a panel that he's going to be on Saturday. So I want to try to read this before the panel. I've heard good things about it. I'm interested in what he has to say about art and white supremacy in art in public spaces. I'm very intrigued. So that's my like later in the week read. Then for next week, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, next week I have to read South to America by Imani Perry. This is the book club pick. Nope, I'm lying. This is the podcast pick for the month. We'll be talking about this next Thursday. This is something that I'll be reading and listening to. I'm kind of giving myself, I'm like cramping this up because, or like not giving myself a lot of time because I want to push myself to be able to consume this kind of information better. I know this won't be the first or the last time that I read this book, and that's fine. And then the book club pick is, Harlem Rhapsody. And we talk about that next week, May 3rd. So I'll be reading that next week. So those are the books that I want to finish. I know that that'll get done. Excuse me. I'm waiting for my food to come. Okay, I have time. Now, what have I read this week? Yesterday, I read Ring Shout by P. Jelly Clark. The reason that I read Ring Shout is because Mom and I went to go see Sinners, which is the new Ryan Coogler movie. It is about vampires. It's very Southern Gothic. It is phenomenal. I actually want to go see it again. It just was so good. Like, it was such a good movie. And I posted a video. If you guys did not see, I posted a video of book recommendations based off of the Sinners movie. And I saw a lot of people recommending Ring Shout. It's been on my TBR for a long time. It was very, very good. Ring Shout tells the story of 3 black women who are hunting monsters. They all have certain powers and quips about them, but the monsters are called Ku Kluxes, and they are these like white 6-eye having monsters that look like Klans members when they have their hoods on, but they're monsters from like another realm that kind of cosplay as human. And we go through the journey of Marcy figuring out, or Marcy, I think is how you pronounce it. We go through the journey of her figuring out her powers, why these monsters are around, and it just was really, really good. I think the part that I took away the most is that racists try to use our pain against us, right? Like, they try to use that hate to continue to perpetuate the racist ideologies that they have put out there about us, right? Systemically, generationally, so on and so forth. And instead of doing that, or instead of letting them do that, we should use our hurt to get above them. I think that's what I took from it. It's definitely going to be something that I listen to again. It's a novella. It's only 185 pages. I listened to the audiobook. I didn't mind it. I saw a couple of people say that they didn't like the narrator's voice, but it didn't bother me none, to be honest. It is very rich in history in the same way that Sinners is. It is like there's this connection to spirit that was really cool. There's just all of these little elements that I loved that were also present in Sinners. So that was very good. I also listened to the audiobook for The Lion Women of Tehran by Marjan Kamali. So you guys may remember a couple of years ago I read The Stationery Shop by her and it made me cry. And that's when I became a fan of Marjan Kamali. So I had wanted to listen to, or at least read, The Lion Women of Tehran when it first came out last year. But I started the audiobook and it was just like a slow burn for me, so I didn't read it. But my friend Bridget of Not a Book Club, she said that it's one of her favorites. So I listened to it. And it is a slow burn. It's a slow burn in the way that literary and historical fiction can be sometimes. So it tells the story of Ellie, who is a Iranian immigrant living in New York City with her husband, and she gets this letter from her childhood best friend Hama. And then we go through all of their like life together, their like history, to really understand the reaction that Ellie has to receiving this letter. And at first it feels like, why are you telling me all of this? But then once it gets good and once it gets going, it gets good and it gets going. So it was really good. It's a conversation in loyalty, right? It's a conversation in how, especially as women, we change a lot. Our friendships don't stay the same because we change as women. Our priorities change. We adapt to the different like environments that we're in. But also I think it has something to do with childhood, right? Like it's a lot about friendship, right? And they were two very different people always. And I think Hama expected Ellie to stay the same in the ways that she stayed the same and kind of had this particular moral compass, and that's not actually what happened, and that can be really disappointing. Whereas Ellie was more like her mother than she anticipated herself being, or that she more like her mother than she was willing to admit that she was. Has my like lip gloss been white at the corner of my mouth this whole time? Ugh, I hate when that happens. And I want to be like, why y'all ain't say nothing? But how could you? Anyway, that was very good. Let's get into books that I got. So, Zora Neale Hurston book. Excuse me. This is the Complete Stories. I've never seen this before, so I picked it up. But it has a collection of short stories written by her. So I don't know when I'll read this, but I saw it and like it was like shouting at me on the bookshelf. And then I got Fish Tales by Nettie Jones. This is a republish. It was originally published in 1983, maybe. This says, Louis Jones is a party girl for the ages, confident and cavalier. She seeks freedom and a good time, leaving mayhem in her wake, strutting between the bohemian demimonde, I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, of New York City and the affluent Black community of Detroit. She is supported in her adventures by her husband Woody and accompanied by her friend Kitty Cat, a gay hustler with impeccable style and a knack for finding all the best spots. She guzzles champagne, snores piles of cocaine, wakes up on silk sheets with a variety of lovers, and then she is upended by the handsome, often cruel Brooke, a man who has his own bevy of admirers. Soon, Lewis and Brooke are ensnared in a struggle for dominance that launches them into a shock of violence. This sound like it's gonna be a time, and it's a short one. That sounds like it's gonna be real good. Let me go find the rest of my mail. I'll be back. Okay, this first one is a mail from Simon & Schuster. Don't remember what I asked for, but oh, this is, I requested this a few weeks ago. This is The Gold Coast Dilemma. This is a romance, if I remember correctly. So it says, through aspiring editor Ofosua Ado, I tried, has settled in a fast-paced Manhattan. She still considers Ghana's Gold Coast home, though aspiring editor. As a Ghanaian heiress, she loves her culture's vibrant traditions, including those that contradict her career-driven lifestyle, like marrying a traditional Ghanaian man, but she can't forget a magical encounter with a stranger 2 years before. During an opulent publishing party, Ofusua meets the dangerously handsome and flirtatious Cole. Their brief exchange over champagne culminated in a kiss that etched a permanent mark on her heart. When her big Ghanaian engagement transforms from fairy tale to a spectacle, she's thrust into a whirlwind of heartbreak and self-discovery in the midst of it all, and under the different circumstances from their magical first encounter, Ofusua and Cole discover their initial spark in the face of her family's expectations and her true desires and dreams. She wonders, can a relationship with Cole overcome the weight of tradition? That is probably going to be a very good time. And then we got our Cover Snob box in the mail. This one, I already know what it is. I keep seeing stuff out the corner of my eye. And y'all know, as the town witch, they be bothering me. But I don't mind. If they want to talk, I will listen. Baby, when I tell you, my friend, be taping these boxes up here, because I'll be struggling every month to get my things out, but I already know what this one is. So, we got our wax seal gunner. No, thank you, buddy. We got our Cover Snob postcard. Y'all know what Gunner want, right? He wants the bubble wrap, baby. Oh, bless you. That burp was funky. Here you go. Okay, we got a very cute bookmark. We have a signed sticker plate, which I always put in my books. And this one is called The Proposal. This is by Sonora Reyes. And look at that. Isn't that so pretty? Isn't it so pretty? Cover Snob is a Black-owned romance subscription box that is dedicated to highlighting BIPOC authors, romance authors specifically. Each book comes with beautifully sprayed edges, and it is bi-monthly, and then they do have other other collaborations in between. So you should definitely sign up. If you do, you can use my coupon code, which is Shelby Monet, for a discount. They're awesome. Jay is awesome. I love all of the books that I've received. I haven't read all of them yet. I'm slowly but surely working my way through. I like to keep the covers pretty, so I don't want to read them. So I usually just end up getting the audiobook versions and listening to them that way, because they're just so pretty. Like, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. So yeah, that's everything. I am going to record a video while I'm waiting for my food to come, and I will chat with y'all later. This particular time of the year is a little difficult for Mom and I because it marks the anniversary of a lot of hard times in our life, and I just carry grief a little different. So I tend to isolate. Earlier this month was my best friend's birthday that passed away. My grandmother's birthday is the end of this month. All the feels. So yeah, I'm gonna drown myself in books because that helps, and try to get some work done. Being sick also didn't help my case either. That like threw me for a loop too. So yeah, I'll see y'all in a couple of days. A couple seconds for y'all. I have been doing a terrible job at recording. I'm about to take dinner outside, but I'm making some cookies because that's my hyperfixation right now. So once I can take my cookies out, I'll take him outside for a walk. I have to finish reading Emily's book. It's dark in here, which I'm going to try to do. Before the podcast tonight. I finished Harriet Tubman live in concert, which was phenomenal. It was so good, and it was so good like unexpectedly. I didn't really know what to expect going into that book. I thought it was gonna be funny and legit, us like seeing Harriet Tubman live in concert, right? Whatever that entailed. But it was so much deeper than that. It was about really like, how do we really honor our ancestors? And if we had the opportunity to actually talk to them, what would they want from us, right? Or what questions will we ask them? It's so much deeper than what it oh, my eyes crusty. I'm sorry, I just got it. It was so much deeper. It was so well thought out. I absolutely loved it. Like, it was so good. I read that in one sitting. The audiobook without speeding it up is only 4 hours and some change. Speeding it up to like 1.5, 1.6 made it like 3 hours. So it's short. I listened and I read at the same time so that I could like annotate and stuff. It was just so good. So yeah, my focus for the rest of the day is finishing bibliotherapy in the Bronx. So I'm gonna get through that. I ordered some food. I'm gonna take him for a walk, and then I'll be reading the rest of the day. I really need to do better picking the camera up. I really do. Good morning. I feel like I ain't left the house in a few days, which is probably accurate. Going to get my nails done, and then a pedicure, and then I'll be back in the house until tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna read in open content. I think I'm just gonna toggle between South to America. Between South to America and Harlem Rhapsody for next week. And leave an open content for next month. I have met my, well, not met my goal. I'm halfway to my 100 books for, child, I'm doing the most in this car right now. I'm halfway to my, it's a cardinal, but I know it's gonna move before I can show you. I'm halfway to my goal of 100 books for the year, so I can officially slow down. My 50th book was Harriet Tubman live in concert. So yeah, I don't have to like rush myself. I know at this point the next 50 is a breeze. So yeah, I read the introduction for South to America, and that's what made me realize it's time to slow down, because that's a book that I really need to like sink into, like they were her property. So I'm gonna do that instead of trying to do a whole bunch for the end of the month. I might still try to squeeze in jazz though. I might. Mom, yeah. I'm taking your dog to the pound. Snatching stuff off my desk. Huh? I didn't show y'all my nails. There are my nails. I've just been really bad with the camera this week. I got a pedicure too, but I got a box from my friend Alex. So let's see what we got. I know she said there's some tea in here, but I believe she put some other goodies. So I'm excited. Mom, I'm bothering her. She's trying to create content. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I got some scissors. Please ignore my crooked light behind my head. We're gonna get a new one, because that one is broken. How long it takes Shelby to open? I think it I also was coming on here to say I don't think that I'm gonna make it to the Irving Weathersby Jr. panel tomorrow because I'm tired and I just need to listen to my body. Alex, if you're watching this, why you wrap this up like this? But yeah, I'm just tired, so I'll preserve my energy for the Zeal event. There we go, we got action. So there's a lot of tea in here too. So Alex makes different blends, and you know, Mom and I were sick this month, so she was like, I'm sending tea, and she said they're both very good iced. Ooh, that smells very good. I don't know which is which. And it looks like she sent some hair oil. We love a good hair oil in this house. Yes, we do. Okay, focus. Let's open the other cheese first. She also makes matcha look so interesting, but I still think matcha tastes like carbon footprint.
You hungry?
I probably need to eat.
What do you feel like?
I don't know. Sweet topping. Okay, more tape. This tape was easier. Oh, it's so. This one has. That's definitely cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
And strawberries. Y'all see that? Ain't that pretty?
Oh, that looks pretty.
It smells so good. And then I opened that one. But she said they're all good iced.
Oh, yeah, it smells good.
Yeah, she said they're all good iced. Do we have one of those like tea steeper thingies?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually have a cup.
I was just gonna say to make a picture so that it's
a picture.
So I can like steep it in, because she said they're good iced. Okay, this one. This looks like it has some lavender in it. Probably chamomile. Are these two the same? I think so. Yeah, these two smell the same. Thank you, cousin. I'm so excited. That one with the strawberries in it, I'll probably make some in the morning time.
Come here. Come to Granny. Let me see.
He's a troll. But yeah, I'm probably not going to make it to the thing in the morning. Which kind of works out because there's some stuff I need to work on anyway. That's not getting done tonight. So I could just get up in the morning, get my stuff done, and be ready to head to Brooklyn. This is a scalp oil. I love that. I love thoughtful gifts. And there are two of the same thing. Huh?
What is that?
Scalp oil. So yeah, that was the mail that we got. We're gonna figure out something to eat, and I'm gonna lay back down. I might edit a little bit. I know Deion Sanders was upset.
What?
They've been talking about, for years, Shador, he should be first draft pick, like hot whatever. They waited until the last minute, basically. The Saints got him now.
Got who?
Shador Sanders, Deion Sanders' son.
Oh, okay.
But they've been, because of who his father is, they've been talking him up for years. I mean, rightfully so. But Giants needed a quarterback, didn't pick him. Everybody basically needed a quarterback at this point. I don't care. I'm an Eagles fan now. Go Birds. Whatever y'all say. What that baby was like. EGALES. Eagles. That's me. That's all I know. They played the mess out of that Super Bowl. Okay? But yeah, no. So yeah, the Saints got Shador. I was watching a video of Deion Sanders and his two sons, and the one son was saying to the other one, like you can't act like that. Like, look at your life. Like, whatever, like joking. Uh-huh. And Deion Sanders was like, that sounded like what I said to you the other day. And his son was like, oh yeah, Dad gonna say to me, you wanna know how good I was? He was like, how good were you? He was like, look around. Deion Sanders just seems so cool. He just seems so cool. But yeah, I'm an Eagles fan now. So Giants ain't did me no good since how long ago the last time they went to the Super Bowl? Jesus was a boy. I was still in college. Look, was Jordan even born the last time they was in the Super Bowl? At least 13 years ago. At least 13 years ago. So, but yeah, that's all I got. I started listening to this book called Audition, just so that I have something as read today. This is the audiobook. I've listened to exactly 10 minutes of it. So far I'm interested. So we'll see. Don't know what it's about yet. It's literally been 10 minutes. But the audiobook is less than 5 hours, so I could finish it tonight. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, that's all I got. Let me go figure out what we about to eat. Hello. We are headed to Brooklyn. It's dreary. It's raining on and off. But temperature wise, it's not cold. So I have my cardigan on, and I cut down the middle of my shirt because I'm always gonna be a hot in the tail ass girl. But yeah, we're headed to Brooklyn. I will see y'all when we get there. Y'all homegirl got mail.
Huh? Hi, what you say?
I said that homegirl got mail.
Oh.
I meant to ask him. He was far away, but he said his dad is sick. That's why we've been seeing different mail people. So he been helping taking care of his dad. Okay, she finished fighting with the box. The packaging is cute. The orange. I've never seen that. That's cute. Slide it right. Da 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 da. Oh, it says knit. Oh, that's so cute. That's super stinking cute. That is so cute. Look, I want one that say read. I want one that say read.
Maybe to historical fiction, but this crosses. This is such a multi-generational book that maybe start with something that people will be able to understand, orient themselves in location. So that's why I started the fall 2019, because even if you're not aware of where you were, you knew where you were, given what we all survived. So I was like, let's start there, and then I'm gonna put it all back. So that's why I did that. And it worked hard on all of my books, but I worked hard on Zeal. Like I've never worked on anything as hard as it.
Well, it shows. I mean, it doesn't just show that, you know, you make it look easy, which is such a gift, I think. But it's so beautifully detailed and researched and thoughtful, and there's so much love in it too. Like, you know, you see how much you love Black people in it, and that doesn't always come across in narrative. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, you don't like us, do you?
It's just like, you know what it is? It's like, so I know, you know, Den Michelle Norris, she's the editor-in-chief of Lecture Literature. She's one of my closest friends. And she read a draft of Zeal, and she was like, this is a grown woman's book. And she was like, okay, your first book was grown, but she's like, this is a grown woman's book. Because you may have listened to a song, or you may have read, or you would have looked at a painting, and you were like, oh, that person had to go through something to be able to produce that. And I think writing Zeal not only was a demonstration of love of Black people and how they were able to love in spite of bracket, like fill in the blank, but a love for myself. And a lot of times people like don't realize that this book, I started in 2020. Like, I'm not gonna lie, writing those scenes were fun because I was like, they had to exert their humanity by being so desirous of one another. So there's a scene where Tirza finds out she's free, and one of the first places she goes to is the church because everybody's there, like excited, and she's seated in the back of the church, and she sees this preacher, and she's acting weird, and we're like, is it hot? Because it is hot. It's like, what's going on? Well, they slept together, and that was fun to write because it's like, no, you don't need to be so like, this person's a saint or a sinner with Black people. Like, you just can't be normal. And these people were yearning people. And I loved writing that because it's like they used their bodies for something, and it wasn't always just labor. And I wanted to make it clear, like, these people love each other. And maybe there were parts where I was worried. I'm not anymore, but I was worried. I was like, this is so cheesy, but it's like they want them, and they had nothing to lose. So, you know, you might lay it on the line. You know.
We are back home. That was a very good event. It was at the Free Black Women's Library in Brooklyn. I got a first edition of Zeal, and it is signed. This will go on my shelf. Forever Endeavor, Amen. I'm so excited to have it. I'm happy my mom went with me. Came home to some Bookmail. So let's see what we got. Oh, I've been waiting for this. This is The Great Man by Kyra Davis Laurie. Oh, I'm so excited. I may actually start this tonight. So this is from Crown Publishing. Thank y'all so much. This goes on sale June 10th, and it is a retelling of The Great Gatsby. So I am actually very interested in this. Yeah, I may actually start this tonight. I might start this tonight. But yeah, this is the end of the vlog. Next week I will do better. I promise. Hi, sweet baby. Hi, handsome boy. Hello. I don't think I showed y'all nephew all this vlog. Back up. Thank you. Back. Go. There go his nose. Go. I'm gonna take you outside when I bless you when I'm finished. Did you miss me? Did you miss us? We were gone. Next week I'll do better. I'm also feeling like I'm in a little bit of a reading slump. Because there are so many things that I want to read and start right now, and just don't know where to start. I want to start The Great Man, but then like I'm gonna start this, and this is a short one. Like I could read this tonight, so I might. And then like all the stuff that I have to read, I'm just not in the mood for. One of these I'm gonna start tonight, y'all. We'll figure it out. It'll be in the next vlog. I love y'all. See you. Bye. Love you. Bye.